Hello and welcome to the Toxic Stoic. If you're here, you're probably tired of the endless loop of worry that seems to consume our minds. Today, we'll dive deep into the Stoic philosophy to understand how we can live a life free from the constant burden of worry. It's time to reclaim your peace of mind, the Stoic way. Let's start by understanding what worry actually is. Worry is a mental habit that arises when we're afraid of something that might happen. Most of the time, these worries are about events that haven't even occurred. Worry stems from uncertainty and fear of the unknown. So how do we conquer it? The Stoics had a powerful way of dealing with worry. They believed that we should only focus on things within our control. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers, often reminded himself that we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Think about that. How often have you replayed a possible outcome in your head, only to realize later that things didn't turn out as bad as you expected? So let's break this down. Stoicism teaches us that there are two main areas in life: things we can control and things we cannot. The things we control include our thoughts, actions, and responses. Everything else, other people's actions, natural events, even the future itself, lies outside our control. Ask yourself, what are you worrying about right now? Is it something you can change, or is it outside your influence? By categorizing your worries this way, you'll start to free up mental energy. One of the hardest but most liberating practices is learning to let go of the uncontrollable. Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it, that matters." When we stop trying to control what we can't, we make room for what we can. This is a powerful way to reduce worry, as it helps us focus only on what's actionable. Here's a practical exercise. Whenever you feel worried, take out a journal. Write down what you're worrying about, then ask yourself if this is something within your control. If it's not, practice letting go. Journaling gives you clarity, and once you see your worries on paper, they often appear smaller and more manageable. One crucial Stoic belief is the idea of impermanence. Nothing in life is permanent, not our success, not our failures, and certainly not our worries. When we realize that time changes everything, we start to accept that today's problems may not even matter tomorrow. This mindset helps us see our worries in a new light. This may sound counterintuitive, but try meditating on the worst-case scenario. Stoics used a technique called premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. By imagining the worst that could happen, we often realize that even if things went badly, we would still survive. Surprisingly, facing the worst possible outcome mentally can actually reduce fear and anxiety. When worry hits, take a moment to breathe deeply. Deep breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which calms your body. Stoics may not have had modern science, but they understood the importance of composure. By grounding yourself through breathing, you bring your mind back to the present moment, where worry often loses its power. Sometimes we're so focused on our own worries that we forget about the world around us. Talking with others, sharing your concerns, or simply engaging in a good conversation can bring fresh perspectives. When we connect with others, we realize we're not alone in our struggles. And that's it, folks, a Stoic approach to overcoming worry. Remember, life is too precious to spend in constant anxiety. By focusing on what we can control, accepting what we can't, and finding peace in each moment, we can live a life of true freedom.